Day 47 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. This time we're on day 47, guys. So, woohoo! We doing knocking these LeetCode problems out every day, guys. And I don't know about you, but I'm learning something. I feel like I'm actually learning something as we go along, and I can feel my LeetCode knowledge just increasing every problem I do, guys. So I hope that motivates you guys to keep going as well. And don't forget, guys, don't forget, bring a mouse. Bring a mouse. Bring a mouse. Take it over here. Bring it over here. Go hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, guys. Go hit that subscribe button, and then after you do that, go ahead and hit the like button. And then after you do that, all of my bankers out there, I need you to go and drop a bank emoji in the comments for me so we can run this engagement up and bring this swift awareness to a broader audience within the YouTube community. You know what I'm saying, guys? We're trying to build this Swift community, guys, and we all have to do our part in order to do that. Now, with that being said, let's look at what question we have here today. Today we have question number 2130, maximum twin sum of a linked list. The difficulty level is medium, but don't worry, guys. The solution's not that hard. It's pretty easy to understand. You know how we do. We all learning here, so we try to keep the solutions as easy and simple as possible. So let's see what the question says. It says, in a linked list of size n where n is even, the ith node in the 0 to up index of linked list is known as the twin of the n minus 1 minus ith node. If 0 is greater, or if 0 is less than or equal to I, which is less than or equal to n divided by 2 minus 1. For example, if n equals 4, then node 0 is the twin of node 3, and node 1 is the twin of node 2. These are the only nodes with twins for n equals 4. The twin sum is defined as the sum of a node and its twin. Given the head of a linked list with the even length, return the maximum twin sum of the linked list. Okay, guys, so yeah, let's break that down. It seems more difficult than it really is. Basically, what we're doing is, let's look at the input. It says head equals a list, linked list 5, 4, 2, and 1. The output is 6. The explanation: nodes 0 and 1 are the twins of nodes 3 and 2, respectively. All have the twin sum equals 6. There are no other nodes with twins in the linked list. Thus, the maximum twin sum of the linked list is 6. So let's break that down and let's see how they got 6. So you see they took the end. All they're really doing is they're taking the beginning of the list and adding it to the end of the list. Then you see they take these two numbers in the middle and add them together. And say there were two more numbers right here, they would add those together in that same type of pattern, guys. So it's just going, adding these two together, then we're adding these two together. Then since it's only 4, that's all we're doing. But say it was 6, then say it was one node out here and there's another node out here, then we would add those two together. Then we add these two together. Then we add these two together, guys. I hope that makes sense, but we're basically just adding the beginning node to the last node, then the second node to the second to last node, and third node to the third to last node if there were 6 nodes, or however many nodes there are. That's the pattern. So let's look at example 2. It says input head equals a list of elements or values 4, 2, 2, 3. The output is 7. The node, see, this is a little different than example 1, and I'm gonna show you why. The nodes with twins present in this linked list are: node 0 is the twin of node 3, having a twin sum of 4 plus 3 equals 7, right? But then we have node 1 is the twin sum of node 2, having a twin sum of 2 plus 2 equals 4. Thus, the maximum twin sum of the linked list is 7, right? Because we want the maximum sum. And in this example, the sum was the same. This 5 times 1 was 6, and 4 times 2 was 6. So it was 6 either way. But when we come down here, 4 plus 3 is 7, and 2 plus 2 is 4. But remember, we want the maximum, so we're going with 4 plus 3, which gives us 7, because 7 is the maximum. Out of 7 and 4, the maximum is 7. So let's look at example 3. It's a little easier because it's only 2 nodes. We just add those together. Then the head gets, that's the head. The output is, what number is that? 100,001. So you just add 1 to 100,000, and that gives you 100,001. Thus, that's the maximum sum, right? So let's get over to the code. Code's not that difficult to understand, guys. So yeah, we should all be excited about that. Easy to understand code. First thing we're going to do is declare a variable called max sum. We're going to set that equal to 0. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to create another variable called an array, and that's going to be equal to an array of integers. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to declare another variable. We're going to call that head, and we're going to set that equal to head. Then we're going to say while let next equals head. We're going to come down here and we're going to say array dot append next val. So what that is going to do is it's going to append the value of the node to this array that we have created up here. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say head equals head dot next, and that's going to allow us to move down to the next node, and then we're going to do it again. We're going to append that value to the array, and then we're going to do it, keep doing it in the while loop as long as next equals head until there are no more next. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say let range, so this is a constant here, equals 0 up to array.count divided by 2. Right, then that's going to give us the range. Then we're going to come down here, declare another variable called sum, and we're going to set that equal to 0. Then we're going to say range. We're going to start a for each loop, guys. So we're going to say range for each. Excuse me. I don't know if that makes a difference, but just in case, we'll say range for each. Then we're going to say if array dot count minus, we're going to put the $0. So remember, the $0, it represents every element in range or the for each loop, or it just represents every element. And whatever you're dealing with, the $0 is going to represent every element so that it could go through each element. Makes it a little easier to do that. Then we're going to come down here. So first we're going to say if array.count minus $0 is greater than or equal to 0. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to say sum equals array $0. Then it's going to say, then we're going to say plus array.count minus $0 minus 1. Now what this guys is going to do is this is going to get us the first index and the last index, basically, and the values of the first index or the first head in the array and the last node in the array. And it's going to continue, it's going to help us, it's going to continue for each one. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say, hold on, excuse me guys, max sum equals max sum, comma sum. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to return the max sum. Now, guys, this part is really important, and I hope you understand it. If you don't understand it, write it down and go through it in your head or on a piece of paper so you can see. But what it's going to do, let me see if I can explain it to you before we submit it. So what this right here is going to do, first we're going to take array $0. So we're going to start right here. And remember, so this is going to give us the value. When it's in these brackets, we're looking for the value of $0. In this case, it'd be 5 plus, then this is array. Array.count in this case would be 4. So it would be 4. Then this, since it's not in, it doesn't say array $, we're not talking about the value. With this, we're just talking about the index. If we were talking about the value, it would look like this. But since it's just a blank $0, we're not talking about the value, we're talking about the index. So we're going to say array.count minus index, or it's in this case, it'd be index 0, which would be 0 minus 1. So it'd be array.count minus 1. So array.count is 4, minus 1 is 3. So then it would look like this, and we put the 3 in these brackets, and then so now we're looking for the array, the third index value in the array, which would be 1. So it'd be array 0, $0, because we're starting at 0. So it'd be 5 plus 1, which would give us our 6. And that's how we got it. The array.count minus 0, which was index 0. So that's 4 minus 0 so far. We're still at 4. Then we do 4 minus 1 is 3. So then we come over here, index 1, 2, and 3 has a value of 1. So it's 1. This would be 1, and this would be 5. And it'd be 5 plus 1 equals 6. And then we do it again for these two. But that's how it works. Now, let's submit it, guys, or run it and see what happens. Ooh, okay. What is it? Cannot find sum and scope. My bad, guys. Lowercase s. Okay, it's accepted, guys. So let's submit it and see what happens. There it is. 570 milliseconds beats 98.29% of users with Swift, guys. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. There go the code one more time so you guys can see. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, because we'll be back again for another day, another LeetCode problem. See you guys then. Peace.